No, you're doing it again, aren't you?
Tell us what's going on.
Well, woke up this morning to get ready to do the women's call, like we have done for the last 36 weeks. And went online to check the weather like I do most mornings, check the stock prices like I do most mornings, and saw a live feed which told us there was a lock-on going on up at the gates at Preston New Road. So, wow, totally out of the blue, wasn't expecting that at all. They did a fabulous lock-on yesterday, and I think security must have been thinking that because it was women's call there was no need to do so much security work out there. Anyway, they've managed to get a lock-on underway.
And what type of message do you think this is sending out to the inquiry and to the police with regards to Roseacre?
That if you thought we were going away, they were wrong. I think we've made it really clear that we're here. We've said no to fracking. We still say no to fracking. We're just making it loud and clear that the inspector is aware that the problems they're having here are only going to be doubled if the inquiry goes in favour of a site at Roseacre. And quite frankly, I can't see that happening at all. You can't possibly police both. At 7 million a year, what, you're going to double that up because that's what it'll do? No, I can't see it happening, but we will just have to see how it plays out.
All right, brilliant. Thanks a lot, Julie.
No worries, John.
Bye.
Morning.
Road in a minute.
All right.
Like a cushion, like a pillow.
Head of dog.
See it like
So Natalie, you've just done the women's walk for the call for calm. Can you just tell me quickly how it went and about the policing down there?
well, I think that there was a lot of police there again today as usual, which is very much unnecessary on Wednesday, where we do have very much a calm feeling. It was an interesting 15-minute silence because there was actually a lock-on that was still going on there. So we had a 15-minute silence punctuated by the angle grinder now and then. But I think people were still very much focusing on. There's some lovely art being done in some of the fence barriers. Focusing on what could be and what I think can be, because I think this can be the year that we finally beat fracking and finally win. So keeping up the struggle now is really terribly important. Unite the resistance is crucial. I think it's very obvious that any thought that might be that people would give up and go away, that clearly is not going to happen.
And you mentioned a lock-on was getting cut out down there. That's obviously the second lock-on on the second day, together with the inquiry in Blackpool. What message do you think that's sending to that inquiry with regards to another fracking site in Lancashire?
Well, I went to the start of that inquiry, the Roseacre Woods inquiry, which is just focusing on traffic and highway safety issues. But there was a great rally outside, lots of people who come over from Yorkshire, showing some nice Yorkshire, Lancashire resistance, coordination of the resistance. I think it's very clear that if you look at Roseacre Wood, they're thinking about highway safety, but those are also roads that will be very, very easy to block, roads that it would be very easy for the local people to say, we're not going to allow this to happen. And I was actually saying to the local FM radio station that if the people in Roseacre Wood decide we're not going to let this happen, it is not going to happen. And that's kind of the other side of the highway safety. It's a dangerous, narrow country roads, utterly unsuitable for fracking lorries. But they're also roads that it would be very easy for the protectors to say fracking will not happen here.
So it's the PLTs are going to be asking the people if they'll gladly move to one side. If they won't, RCOs then will take basically some action in trying to persuade them to move to one side. If they don't move to one side, they use the minimum force that's necessary to escort them to one side of the Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act.
Oh! Mate, you went...
Get him up, please.
I'm asking you to get off me then.
You're being detained under section. Don't push me. You're being detained, mate, under Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act.
You know what I'm saying? You're not ashamed to do this job, pal. You're not ashamed of what's going on around you, the surroundings, you know what I mean? This is council taxpayers' money that's paying for this. Look how many of you there are to accompany a gas company. Gas company, mate, you know what I'm saying?